For the last 8 years, I have been working on videos about the Oscars. I've attended them a few times, to be clear, working backstage in a media tent. Nothing glamorous about it, although I was still required to adhere to a dress code, even though I was shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of sweaty people glued to our computers. But following the Oscar seasons so closely has led me to have some modicum of knowledge when it comes to predicting the outcome of who will win the Oscars. For this video, I'm only focusing on the top 8 categories, though I'll show my full predictions in a slide at the end of the video. Those top 8 categories are Picture, Director, Lead and Supporting Actor and Actress, and Adapted and Original Screenplay. I predict Anora will win Original Screenplay and Conclave will win Adapted Screenplay. Starting with Conclave, Edward Berger and this film are super well liked in the Academy. It's a movie for grown-ups and one of my personal favorite films of the year. It's also one of those secretly topical movies where it's about one thing but speaks in conversation with current events. I don't think Conclave is going to get much more love than Screenplay, except maybe Dark Horse Best Actor for Ralph Fiennes. Based on previous winners, I think Conclave is a pretty good lock for Adapted Screenplay. Original Screenplay, I'm less confident. I wouldn't be shocked if any of the movies other than September 5 won. A Real Pain was beloved on the festival circuit and members love voting for cross-category nominees like Jesse Eisenberg, but it probably won't win. The Brutalist could have an incredible night, but it's not its screenplay that really makes that movie shine. The Substance, which was my personal favorite movie of the year, could upset Anora. It's weird, and the winner of Original Screenplay often goes to weird movies, but Anora is also kind of weird, and it hits a lot of notes from other winners like realistic dialogue and unconventional story structure. I think Anora will ultimately take this, but I'm not 100% confident on this. Supporting actor and actress are absolute locks, like they typically are each year. I think Zoe Saldana will win one of 2 Oscars for Emilia Perez. I personally thought Emilia Perez was overrated and ridiculous, but the recent controversies surrounding the film have made its chances truly plummet. That said, I think Zoe was amazing. She's beloved in the industry. She's been such a reliably great actress over the years, but has never had a part like this, and she nailed it. Kieran Culkin is also a lock for supporting actor. He follows in a line of supporting actor winners who are kind of like scene-stealing, sly, charming cads of previous winners. He's also campaigned like crazy, not just for this, but for Succession, and is relatively well-liked. A Real Pain was super popular on the festival circuit, but not a typical Oscar movie, so I think this is going to be its prize. For lead actor and actress, this is way trickier. As per usual, Best Actress is probably the hardest one to predict. There are 2 frontrunners in Demi Moore and Fernanda Torres, and a dark horse in Mikey Madison. I think this is Demi Moore's to lose, though. The Academy likes rewarding movies about movies, and The Substance is kind of the closest one to that this year. It's very much about actresses and accolades and aging, and again, Demi Moore is very well liked, and similar to Zoe Saldana, has been a reliable yet undervalued actress for years. The main thing going against her is quote-unquote category fraud, where Demi Moore is really more in a supporting role, but I think it will be enough to defeat Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here, which I don't think enough of the acting branch saw. Maybe Mikey Madison, who I think gave the best performance of the 5 nominees, will swoop in, and Mikey would follow in the footsteps of other young winners of Best Actress like Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone, Brie Larson, and Natalie Portman, but I still think Demi will take it. I have the least amount of confidence in lead actor. This is between Adrien Brody, Timothée Chalamet, and Ralph Fiennes. Adrien Brody was incredible in The Brutalist, but that movie in general is losing a little bit of steam, and again, I don't know if enough people watched it. Ralph Fiennes would be my personal pick. He was great in Conclave, he's never won, and is one of the greatest living actors, but I think Timothée is gonna win. First, I thought he did a great job as Dylan. He kind of inhabited the character in the same way Austin Butler did, although he obviously didn't win. And he's campaigning like crazy, including playing Bob Dylan as the musical guest on SNL. He's also been in a ton of Oscar movies and is well known inside the industry. The Academy also likes rewarding real-life portrayals of famous people, specifically musicians. It could be Adrien, Ralph, or Timothée, but I'm going out on a limb on this one and saying it's going to Timmy. I don't know about Best Director. The winners for this award have been kind of all over the place in recent years, from safe bets on proven filmmakers to oddball picks of outsiders. I wouldn't say that any of the nominees are traditional filmmakers, except maybe James Mangold, though there's no way he wins. The rest of the nominees are all outsiders. I think I eliminate Jacques Audiard because of the Emilia Perez controversy, which just leaves Coralie Fargy, Brady Corbet, and Sean Baker. In my opinion, Brady Corbet should win. I thought The Brutalist was the most audacious movie of the year in terms of a filmmaking eye. I think Coralie took a lot of swings, but is probably just a little too weird to win Best Director. This is a category that's been won over the years by oddball movies like Everything Everywhere, The Shape of Water, and Parasite, but those movies weren't polarizing. They were all universally loved, so I think it's between Brady and Sean Baker. Sean Baker won the DGA, which is typically one of the biggest predictors of who will win director. And I think this year it will also be a good predictor based on the similarity of the nominees. My heart says Brady, but my brain says Sean will win. Which leads me to Best Picture. Because of the way this award is voted on now, it's almost impossible to predict. Best Picture has 10 nominees, every branch votes on it, and there's a preferential ballot. Typically in a year where there's one big standout movie like Oppenheimer, it's a surefire winner to predict. I wouldn't say there is one this year. In recent years, it's really ran the gamut from safe conventional feel-good picks like Green Book and Coda, which this year that pick would be Wicked. And I think Wicked will win several technical awards, but not NAB Picture. I'd eliminate Nickel Boys, which never really broke through. The Two Timmys, June Part 2, and A Complete Unknown don't have the standout Oscar buzz. Emilia Perez, again, hampered by too much controversy. The Substance is too weird and polarizing to win. So that leaves I'm Still Here, Brutalist, Anora, and Conclave. I think I'm Still Here will win international, and that will be its prize. Even though Parasite broke through in picture, that movie in general had a ton of lead up in award seasons, and Bong Joon-ho was so beloved on the circuit. Like I've said, I think Conclave was great and hit a lot of marks, but it didn't have a ton of staying power. Anora has the momentum. It won the PGA award, it won the DGA award, and I think by the time the SAG Awards are announced, it will probably win Best Ensemble Cast and maybe even Best Actress. However, I'm going with The Brutalist, and it's because of the preferential ballot. Like I said, there's no surefire winner this year for picture like there has been in recent years. Because there are so many polarizing movies, either because of subject matter, controversy, or being too independent, I think the movie that gets the most second place votes will win, which in this case will be The Brutalist. It would be crazy if I were right because I'm not predicting it to win any other major award, but this is a weird year. People love The Brutalist, and I think they'll show that love in Best Picture. It's an epic movie on a grand scale. I don't know. Here are my predictions for the other categories. I may lose all credibility with my choices. There they are, I'm putting them out there. We'll see how they do. By the way, my personal 10 favorite movies of 2024 were The Substance, The Brutalist, The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, A Complete Unknown, A Real Pain, Saturday Night, Challengers, Furiosa, and Dune Part 2. Okay, this video ended up being way longer than I was expecting. I want to do a whole video about award season in general and my experience covering different for-your consideration campaigns, going to film festivals, and the award shows, but I wanted to get this video out there before the Oscars happened on March 2nd. If you want to see that video and others like it, please like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos about film and food, fashion, and the things I find interesting. All right, I'll see you at the movies.